get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action. We welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. This is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time to see what this Seattle offense has up its sleeve for this ball game. We know one thing for sure, a veteran under center in that man, Russell Wilson.
Many say he's the front runner for MVP in the league in 2019. Did nothing to hurt it in their win over San Francisco. He now has 32 game-winning drives in his career with that win over the 49ers. That's the most in the NFL since he came into the league in 2012. Finished 24-34, 232 yards for the night, but his 53 yards on the ground really put the Seahawks in a position to win the game. He's an absolute magician at times getting away from the pass rush. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Cyrus Jones back to return for the Ravens. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Time to get our first look at the Ravens offense, and under center, it's a man that's run wild here in the first half of the season, Charles, Lamar Jackson.
He certainly ran wild against the Bengals, and so many people will keep talking about that 47-yard touchdown run. Forget so many people. We'll all talk about it. Full spin, about 15 yards downfield, takes it to the house, 47 yards, touchdown. But what he would be most proud of, 15 of 17 throwing it for 223 yards, 3 touchdowns, and wound up with his 2nd perfect passer rating for this season. It's only the 2nd guy ever to do it behind Ben Roethlisberger in 2007. Lamar Jackson is a quarterback.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run from the pistol with Ingram. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
It's hard to believe that a guy can get double-digit sacks in the NFL, and we can still describe him as raw, but that's the case for Ziggy Ansah, who went to BYU, mainly as a track and field guy, gravitated towards football, became a starter for 1 season, and then moved into the NFL. A lot of potential left to scratch for him, a lot more pass rush moves left to be added, but he is a scary, scary prospect.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited
rare.
is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Seattle's offense trots back out here, CD, and they got a big win, this Seattle team, in Santa Clara over the previously unbeaten 49ers. That moved them to 8-2, just a half game back of the said 49ers, with a Week 17 potential showdown game still looming in Seattle between those two ball clubs.
And how many times have we seen this with Seattle? Talk about other teams, in this case the 49ers being the best team in the NFC West. And the Seahawks say, wait just a second. This time of year where they normally make their move and catch fire. Since 2012, they're second only to the Patriots in terms of their record in November and December. Ahead, they've got their open week, but then they get 3 or 4 on the road at Philadelphia, home from Minnesota. Then they're at the Rams and across country for an early start at Carolina.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. And here's the starting offensive unit for Seattle.
So let's all work together on this one, because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Charles, as the Ravens offense comes back out here, you know, this Ravens crew, the win against New England was impressive. And then a 5th straight win in Week 10 over the winless Bengals. So now it's 7-2. They're looking really good.
For anyone who thought that maybe this Baltimore team wasn't as good as their record, that question has been answered, because they had to be wary of a letdown week after beating New England in Week 9. Fell into a great situation taking on the winless Bengals, whose quarterback was making his first NFL start, and they took care of business, 49-13. If the season ended right now, the Baltimore Ravens would have a first-round bye and would be the number 2 seed in the AFC.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On the counter, Ingram. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. This is Ingram. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing is Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
At the 16-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing is Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
3 bucks. Check that.
Here's Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They run it with Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, when you got a guy who's a dual threat out of the backfield, go ahead and use him. And that's exactly what they've done on back-to-back plays here. Picked up big chunks of yardage, once in the air and once on the ground.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This one into the hands of Metcalf. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings us 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans, but then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson from the shotgun. To Boyle here over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, this one complete to Ingram. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Past the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Jackson. Short throw into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Jackson now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. Well, they talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Ingram again. First down carry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Don't get nervous.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Ingram. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
And now it's going to look to throw it. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun, a give to Penny. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 36.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
On 1st down, it's Carson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
To throw is Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Nick Vanette there to make the grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. This will be caught by Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Ingram. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let him know.
Now Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Ingram pushing through the contact. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So Wilson and the Seahawks down 16-13. 1:16 remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Ravens defense, they get ready, and they trot back out onto the field. They're just looking for one final stop here, put a capper on this affair.
Get this game over with. That's all they're talking about. It's that simple. Finish this thing off, and let's get to the locker room and celebrate.
Celebration, that's what they're hoping to do soon, but still a little work to do. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got his target. That's more.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.